Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the Arca Menards series here at Southern National. I didn't run a practice lap. I don't really have a reason to on asphalt. Like dirt, it makes more sense. You could find the lines and figure out where you're going. Asphalt mainly the same most of the time. They ran a 3:39. I know I could run quicker than that. I could run in the low threes, if not into the twos. One lap I was able to do a 2:10, which was crazy, but I know I can get into the twos. But this is going to be a wreck fest of a race, so the mics in this race might be funny, to say the least.
Green flag, green flag.
Try to get as much of a run. Very easy to spin out here. Like, by yourself. There's going to be other guys getting in the people. I try to back up the corner a little bit so I don't get too sideways, so I can kind of get on the gas a little earlier. Ran a 3:58, that's not good. Oh, this lap's not going to be better either. I just got sideways off the 2. Yep, I am not going to get the pole, that sucks. I know I can get the pole in this. 3:51, that's nothing. God dang it. I'm disappointed in how I qualified. Because I really do not want to be any part in the pack, because there's going to be a lot of wrecks in this race. Like, people are going to be... There was how many... Oh, it doesn't show the incidents for practice. There were so many wrecks in practice, it was ridiculous. Like, I think already half the field has incident points from practice going into the race. So, and who knows how many people wrecked in their qualifying as well and got more incidents. So, currently, we're third. Hopefully, we can stick up here and stay on the bottom lane. That's the main thing, because the top lane's going to get passed really easily. But we're third so far. Still got a few people left to qualify. I'll pick it up when we're getting ready to go green. Alright, qualifying's over. We stayed in third, which is fine with me. At least we didn't fall further back or get into the outside lane. You guys like this kind of racing, hit that like and subscribe button so you can see more of it, and that way I know that you guys enjoy watching this as well. This race is just going to be crazy, probably. Yeah, make sure the mics are on, because I feel like there's going to be complaining the entire race from people. And you do get a fast repair in these cars. I know there's no extra tires, but I wanted to take off the fuel, so if we do have to go take our fast repair, we don't get any fuel and it wastes our time. That's one little tip there. But there's gonna be a lot of wrecks. There's gonna be a lot of lap traffic, a lot of wrecked cars. If you could just not wreck in this race, it's 60 laps, so you have 120 turns to mess up. That's a lot of corners to mess up on, like the chances at least, and it's bound to happen sooner or later to most people. But if you could just stay steady, not wreck, you could probably get a pretty good finish. Even if you're not very quick, if you can just stay steady and not wreck, you'll finish pretty well, I would assume. Might go a lap down still to the faster guys, but you could still probably get a good finish. Oh, the leader is a D class? That scares me. That really scares me. I don't like that. That does not have a good sign for this race. I'm really disappointed of the car number 1. I really was hoping I wasn't. There was a lot of people that registered for this. There might have been 2 splits of this, maybe 3, I'm not sure. I didn't really pay too much attention. This guy is all over the place. Like, he's doing his tire thing, but his car isn't stable doing it. His internet's, like, moving him odd and, like, kind of, like, jaggedy. This isn't going to be good. Oh, great. And the field's so spread out behind us. Why? Why is it so spread out? 15 cars just pushing up second place. Try not to stomp on the gas to start with, because you could probably spin out doing that. You can do it off of pit road pretty easily. Let's just settle in. You can get into these corners too hot, get sideways. You can hit the gas too hard, coming off, get sideways. It's very easy to get sideways, to say the least. So, I just want to stay here. There's already somebody wrecked on the front stretch. There's just going to be carnage everywhere. Already come up to lap traffic. But 60 laps is a long time. Your rear tires are going to hate you, your right rear mainly. So I want to try to conserve that as much as possible, not get my car to be too upset through the race. I get on the gas a little bit mid-corner just to try to keep it rolling with some speed, and it helps me roll into the throttle coming off. But I'd really try to back up the entry so I can stay on the bottom, because if you drift up, you'll definitely lose some time. And I back it up so I don't go too hard into the corner as well. Try to get a straight run off the corner also. I try to enter the corner braking kind of straight, and then I try to hit the gas aiming as straight as possible. Leader got in the wall a little bit there on the front stretch. That might have just been his like a little bit of lag. I hit the gas too hard there. We have a huge gap back behind us. There's somebody wrecked in the front stretch, I'm assuming. They got it going, but these lap cars are going to be hell. And the leader's a D class, so I don't expect him to be patient with lap cars either. He's going to try whatever the hell he can like that and almost get himself wrecked by the 2. I'm just giving myself some distance so I have time to react. There were just so many wrecks in practice. In the 3-minute practice before the race, I didn't expect this race to be very clean. The leader is doing some dumb shit, putting himself in like a position where he did not need to, like coming up in front of the lap car and in between the other one where he didn't really have room. Like there was room for his car, but he did not need to do that. Surprised he actually made it by that. Oh, he about wrecked there. He was sideways off of 2. 2 cars loose going into 3. Just trying to stay far away from these lap cars. I do not want to be wrecked. Because I know I've got speed. I'm just trying to keep it clean for the most part. I know there's going to be a lot of lap cars in this race. So just trying to keep it clean. 15 got sideways there again. He is going to really burn up his right rear in this race. They are almost 3 wide up there. Thought they were for a second, but the 17 cleared them. There's a lot of people in this race. It's a pretty big field. 2 cars trying hard to catch up to the 15. He got sideways going off of 2. The thing is, if you're sideways off a corner, it's better off to just let off the gas and straighten out. 10 car. He was one that had a lot of incidents in practice. They at least had 6 from a car contact and a wall hit, like 2 separate times. But coming off a corner, if you get loose, it's better to just let off rather than straightening it out and staying in the gas, because by the time you have to get on the brakes going into the next corner, you're probably going to be sideways getting on the brakes. I did that multiple times in practice, just trying to figure out the best way. 17, why are you pinching me? You're going to end up hitting the gas and wrecking me coming off a corner if you keep doing that. Or I'm going to get punted going into a corner. That's the one problem about like trying to back up my corner. To get a good exit, people not having the same braking zone as you and just diving it in. That's the one bad thing. We got a little bit of breathing room. 2 cars loose there. I've only gotten loose once, luckily, because I'm really trying to conserve the car. Loose a little bit there. Hit it too early. You can see when you get a little sideways, you lose a couple tenths real quick. But it happens to everybody, so I'm not that worried about it. But it's a pretty big field. I didn't realize how big of a field we have. I think it's 20 cars. But I don't think the 7 cars here, so it was really 19 at the start. It's still a pretty big field. It might have only been 2 splits then, because I think it might have been about 40 that registered. If not, it was about 60 and 3 splits. But luckily, the wrecks haven't happened like in the groove of racing yet. Keyword yet. We're only a third of the way through this race. And I'm still well in touch of the leader in 2nd place, which I'm happy with. Would have rather been on pole, yeah, but it's okay that we weren't. Because these 2 are pretty quick as well. That was kind of scary with the lap car. Did not know where the hell he was going to go. I didn't know if he was going to run straight into the side of it or not. I had to give him room to try to come down. Ooh, I hit the apron. Doing that too will kill you if you hit the apron.
Sorry, bud. I was on the brake. Cars actually
Jesus, wrecked cars everywhere. So much lap traffic. I really slowed down in that corner, lost some time, but that's alright. This track, better to lose some time letting off and missing the wreck than just keeping up your speed and potentially wrecking. Three cars a lap down now. That's 9th place already. Holy shit. 8th place is that Exalta car. So we've already lapped up to 8th place. That's kind of crazy.
Clear.
There's going to be a lot of people a lap down. That's what I was saying. If you could just not wreck and go a lap down, you'll still probably get a pretty good finish. Like, even if you're not super fast, just keep the car clean and keep it rolling, because wrecking loses a ton of time. Just going slower and keeping it rolling, you'll lose some time. But you won't lose as much as the guy that wrecked. 15 car is quite quick up there, though. I fear for him. I just feel like he's going to wreck at some point. The D-Class license really scares me. Ooh, 2 cars sideways. It's hard to save it, so that was a great save. But his rear tires are starting to really hate him. He's probably going into the corner a little hard. Oh yeah, he's sideways. His right rear is absolutely destroyed. And we're almost halfway. So that's what I was hoping for the guys up here. For them to burn up their stuff. Yeah, 2 cars all over the place. He's just holding on to dear life. Ooh, he got the apron there. And he's going for a ride. It is so hard to save it here. Once you get 2 sideways. We're up to 2nd. I'll take it. Now I'm hoping the 15 does the same thing. Ooh, or I'm going to do the same thing. You just got to be steady. That's the hardest thing. That and survival. Be steady, survive. That's all I want to do. I know I have speed, but there's no reason to push it that hard on lap 30. Like, there's still a long time to go, but oh, leader got into a wreck there. Leader definitely got some front right damage trying to cut under the lap car and just wrecked him. I think the lap car was giving him the outside and he just ducked low for no reason. And that's what I was worried about with his D-Class. Oh god, don't do that. Need to not get on the gas too early. I've done it a couple times now in the last like 5 laps. Because the tire wear definitely wears out pretty quick on the right rear, a little bit on the right front, but your right rear is gonna be so much worse. I thought the 14 was gonna get into the 20 there, and I'd rather be on the outside of some lap cars, because if they get on the gas too early, they're gonna spin to the inside. But the inside's definitely quicker. 20 car, I understand you're in 7th, but you're a lap down. He is trying really hard to hold me off for no reason. He's already a lap down. I'm not the leader. And there's no cautions. That's why this race is very sketchy. But that's what makes it fun, too.
Clear.
15 cars, reckless as hell up there. Like, he's getting through people, but I feel like he's all over the place. He's not as sideways as the 2 was right before he wrecked, but I have a feeling he's gonna mess it up sooner or later.
Going on the bottom. Go high. He has a lap down, right? Or
Cut that a little too close. I thought he was gonna stay lower. To be fair. What have we lapped up to? 7th place? 6th place. Damn. It's only 5 people on the lead lap now. That's kind of crazy.
Come on, 3 cars wrecking.
See, that's the scary thing too. People turning around in mid-corner and stuff. Coming down the track.
Holding your line when cars are wrecking.
No, you try to get by these lap cars. I fear for my life when I'm going low on a lap car coming off a corner. Because I can't see them. They get into a blind spot where they're not quite in the mirror yet, but they're to my right where I can't see them. And I don't know if their front end is pointed at me or straight. Only 1.5 back from the leader, which is not too bad after all this. I'm pretty happy with that. Short track racing at its finest, which is everyone wrecking. See if we can put in some good laps before we catch some lap cars again. Went a little wide there. Turned in really late. 15 cars sideways. I saw his tire marks coming off of 2. We're definitely catching him. I'm definitely a little quicker. He's been a little bit better through traffic, is the thing. And I got sideways there. That's going to lose me some time back. He's been better through traffic. He's been more aggressive through traffic, let's say. Because I'm not trying to be as aggressive going through the traffic because I know that it's so easy to wreck. He got sideways off of 4. And then you saw him get loose into 1 as well. That's what I was talking about just letting off. Ooh, he's about to lose it. He keeps going too deep into these corners, and I'm just putting a lot of pressure on him now. See if we can make him make a mistake like the 2 did. He's definitely trying hard as hell. I'm just trying to keep the car under me and not push it too hard to where I make a mistake. Because in practice, I was definitely pushing it hard just to see what the car could do and know its limits for the most part. So I know that I don't want to get it any sort of sideways because it's like almost impossible to save. And it's so easy to overcorrect as well. Like in the car catching, you go straight out at the wall. You can see how sideways he is. He's saving the hell out of it though. He's driving it. He's wheeling. But his right rear is absolutely hating him. We got a couple lap cars up here. They haven't been too slow. Oh, there goes one. The 11 car hasn't been too slow, let's say. We haven't caught him too quick.
That's an interesting strategy.
Passing is a new strategy. I'm surprised I haven't heard that many mics this race, to be honest. I really thought this was going to be more of like...
Right to go left was a Cars movie, not a reality check.
20 cars, stay up there, please. Caught that at a bad spot because I couldn't go hard off of the turn. I'm hoping he catches this lap car trying to pass him at a bad spot to where I catch him at a better spot, but I don't know if that'll happen. Kind of like that, in a way. So I'm able to come up off the corner and he wasn't. This 15 is all over the place. I really want to give him a bump and run, but I don't want to wreck him. Because bumping somebody in these at this point in the race, it's almost just going to be an automatic spin. Which I don't want to do. I want to get by him clean. He's already loose enough. Definitely pushing it a little harder because we're getting towards the end. Trying to get him to make a mistake. We have a big gap in front of us at least. No lap cars for now. Not for like another 4 seconds. I got sideways coming off the corner, trying too hard. I'm trying to stay right along that apron, but not get onto it. Because if you get your left tires onto it and you hit the gas, you're probably going to go around as well. It's very close to doing that earlier. We're catching 5th place, which is absolutely crazy.
If he moved over, he probably would have been okay.
Didn't know where the 18 was going to go. He almost wrecked the leader. Caught him at a bad spot there, but he backed off at least. 15 so sideways.
You'll be coming to 5 to go.
5 to go, alright. Definitely feel a little quicker than him. He's starting to really fall off. And when he pushes it, you can see how sideways he's getting. I'm really keeping the pressure right on him. 4 car up there about wrecked. He's 5th place. And I know he's been in some wrecks, so that shows you. If you can keep your car clean, you could probably get a top 5. You may be a lap down, but you could probably get a top 5. Oh. He slowed up a lot coming off of that corner.
Outside.
4 car, please.
Still there.
We are having a battle for the win here. Thank you.
Working on it, boss. Still out there, man. 2 more laps. 2 more hard ones, man.
See if we can get him to make a mistake.
White flag is
I really thought this guy was going to wreck at some point. He has just been wheeling it, though. make a mistake into this last corner, please. He's really gonna wreck me for that. That's unfortunate. And I can't turn. Somebody ran straight into the back of me. We'll finish second. I'll take it. I tried to give him a little bump, but I didn't want to wreck him. I'm trying to get out of the way. My car is not turning no more.
Sorry, I got back on the gas there.
Oh, that was fun. I don't blame him for doing that. I did give him a bump, and he just completely overcorrected it. But he was just so slow there. If I just would have braked and went low on him, I probably could have won it, but that's all right. That was a good race. I'll take it. I'll take that. Yeah, that was fun. I was trying not to wreck you there at the end. I gave you a little bump and you got super sideways. I was not trying to wreck you there, but a good race, man. That was a lot of fun.
No, I reckon it was funny. It's perfect. still ended up the same, but it was cool. Good race anyway.
Yeah, good race, good win. That was a lot of fun. I'll take that. And only 4 people ended up on the lead lap. 2 car ended up in 4th. Where did he lose it? I want to see, because he lost it about here, I think. Because I was putting a lot of pressure on him. He started getting sideways. He was getting really sideways. And then he just came off this corner, I think, a little too hard. Oh, he hit the apron barely. He saved it from the wall, though. Good save from the wall. Did he lose it all the way back to 4th at that point? No, he didn't lose it all the way back to 4th. Did he do it again? Had a slow lap there. He had a pretty slow lap here. Scraping the wall. Is that 3rd place? 5 car. I think that's 3rd place right there. And that might have been where he lost it to him. He really didn't have that slow of a lap until about here again. No, that wasn't where he lost it. But yeah, that's definitely 4th place. Where did he end up getting past? Because I'm actually interested to see how the 5 car got by him. That was a great race. I'm very happy with how that went. Yeah, they just kind of ran it out for a long ass time. He got passed right at the end, apparently. Because this is the last lap here, and he's still in 3rd. So, oh, he ended up getting wrecked probably. 5 car. He put his nose in there. Oh, lap car got in the way. Oh, wait, no, this is lap 50. I'm stupid. I'm thinking 50 was the last lap. It wasn't. 5 car got to his outside. Oh, he got sideways there, and that's what happened. He's got stuck behind the lap car. 5 car went on the outside, took advantage of that. But great race. I will take that. I was able to stay right on his bumper for the longest time, man. He was wheeling the car. You saw how sideways he was getting. What was my right rear? My right rear was only 89. I actually conserved it pretty well, I feel like. 89 front right, 89 back right. That was actually pretty good for me, I feel like. Because sometimes I ran like 10 laps and my back right was at like 96 already. So, yeah. That I feel like I conserved my car pretty well. I'll take the, 4X there at the end. I don't care. I have enough safety. It doesn't bother me at all. But that was a hell of a finish. Let's go back to the very beginning and see what the hell happened in the back. Because there was probably just a ton of wrecks. There's probably some straight off the start, is my guess. Waiting for it, because I know off of turn 4 there was already a wreck. Who overdrove a corner? Oh, the black car. I don't even know what car that is. What is that, the 12? 13? I can't even tell. Yeah, 13 car, or 12 car, yeah. He overdrove the corner, got into the back of that guy. That happens. That's why I didn't want to be far back in the pack, man. That's why I did not want to be far back in the pack. But what a freaking finish. Like, the results doesn't show how close it was, but that was awesome. Like, I'm not even mad about that. Like, he put me in the wall, like, correcting it, but I got him loose for sure. He was definitely pushing it there at the end. I'm not even mad about it. Where were some more wrecks? I know there was a ton of wrecks. Like, just over and over. Looking through the field, because I can see most of the track on my 3 screens, like just looking around. I don't know the button for like the like next incidents and stuff, but that was a lot of fun. 15 car got held up for a little bit from the lap traffic, but he got through it. 2 car fell back to me. He lost it, and we got by him, and then tried to get by the 15 there at the end as clean as possible, but gave him a little bump. We wrecked across the finish line, but we had such a gap back to the guys behind us. I wonder what the gap was like a lap before that, because they definitely gained a ton on that last lap, so they were nowhere near 5 seconds behind us. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. I'll take that. We finished second, and we were car number 1. Had a clean race throughout the whole thing, 20-car field. So definitely a game to my rating. Might lose the slightest bit of safety, but I don't care about that. That was a fun race. So let's go see what we end up getting out of this. All right, results are in. Strength of field was only 1671. I knew it was going to be a pretty low one, especially with the 15 car being a D class. Like, he still gained iRating. Oh yeah, he got into a lap car. I completely forgot about that. He had 8 incidents, and he still gained safety, I should say. He gained a ton of iRating. I still gained 30. I'll take that. Over 3,600 now. Lost a little bit of safety, which I figured because we're high in the A class, but that's fine. Had a good race. Only 4 cars in the lead lap, which is crazy. That's what I was talking about. If you could just keep your car clean, like the 4 car was pretty damaged. I know he was in a wreck earlier on. He actually had the quickest lap as well in lap 5. You just got to try to keep your car steady, clean. You could be a little bit slower, but you could probably finish in the top 5 if you just keep your car clean, because pretty much who didn't have any incidents? The 2 car had no incident points. Wow. He kept his car clean, but he got a little sideways a couple times, lost a ton of time. 6th and 7th place, they had no incidents. They were just a little slower, and that's where you could probably finish pretty easily if you just keep your car clean. Other than that, he didn't even race. Everyone else had incidents. Did anybody else incident point out? I don't think so, because I think it's what, 16, 17 incident points will get you out. So I don't think that anybody got incident pointed out, which is good for them. What split was this? Was there only 2? Yeah, there's only 2. Okay, so there's about 39, 40 people that registered for this. Disappointed I was car number 1. I wish I could have qualified on the pole. But at the same time, the 15 and the 2 were super fast in the beginning. I was taking it more easy to try to save my tires, which I did pretty well for the first time ever, I feel like. I actually saved my tires pretty well. And I'll take that. I'll take home 2nd place. Almost won it. Nearly won it there at the end. That was an awesome race. Can't be mad about that at the end. That's just racing for the win. But I could tell he was Australian with his accent. That was a lot of fun. So that was probably the best ARCA race I've had in a long time. Besides like a super speedway race, that's been like one of the most fun I've had in a long time. Maybe Nashville. I think I did pretty good at Nashville too. That was pretty fun. But appreciate you guys for watching as always. Let me know how your guys' races went here, because I know they are a shit show, just like this one was for the most part, but luckily we were able to stay out of it for the most part. I tried to give the lap cars as much room as they could, as I could at least, running the bottom and staying away from them, because who knew when they were going to get loose and come down on you. I was just trying to stay away from as many lap cars as possible. So hopefully your guys' race went well. Let me know how they go, and I appreciate you guys for watching as always. I'll catch you guys in the next one.